Hotep, Black Pal, your brother Shaka saying Cold for Street Law Soldiers here. Giving honor to the Creator, giving honor to the ancestors. Also giving honor to my sister, Chief of Staff, Brother Harris Abdul of the Street Law Soldiers. The recent passing of Sister Holland. My father, my in-laws, and all my relatives, and warriors and brothers and sisters and heroes and sheroes that who are in the ancestral realm as we speak. And to the brothers and sisters out there that are overdue for credit and recognition, that are underappreciated and misunderstood and not recognized for their ongoing relentless work in the community as well as the nation in terms of black liberation and salvation. I give honor to you all and to the brothers and sisters out there, all my subscribers, and to the others. Well, as we know, for those who don't know, anyway, today is brother El Malik Haj El Shabaz's Earth Day birthday today. As we all, well, you commonly know him as Malcolm X. Today is his birthday. We honor him. And what I'm going to do today is I'm just going to play some excerpts of some of his speeches. Because personally, to me, all his speeches, and I give him honor. All his speeches are powerful. And when I think of Malcolm X, you know, I think of Dr. Khalid Muhammad also, because they both went through basically the same struggles dealing with the Nation of Islam towards the end of their stay in the physical realm here. You know, as the hatred and jealousy had become so overwhelming, you know, to the level of overkill, because both of these brothers, both of these black gods and these warriors stood up for the liberation and salvation of the black nation, along with Brother Garvey and hundreds and maybe thousands of others who were just like those brothers that are unknown. Because Malcolm and Dr. Khalid and Harriet Tubman and others, there were thousands of brothers and sisters just as powerful and put in just as much work as those brothers and sisters. And, you know, we have to learn to honor them, those unknown. Just like today, you know, you have, if you look at, you have brothers and sisters who have put in far more work than our so-called black leaders of today, which I believe we really don't have but a few black leaders, and the masses of the people don't even know who they are. So, but there are brothers and sisters and movements and organizations that have put so much work in for so many years here to assist our people and to guide them into liberation and salvation. And I'm just not talking about just, you know, being on a microphone or a bullhorn just talking. I'm talking about people that are physically active in the community, that are hands-on, you know, with the gangbangers, that are feeding and clothing our brothers and sisters that are dealing with some unfortunate times right now. You know, those individuals. Not the ones that you see on CNN and, you know, Alex Jones and all of these, you know, the Breakfast Club and, you know, all of these controlled circuits and airways that are not 100% towards total liberation and salvation. In other words, you know, these watered down, you know, these watered down white imposter Jewish finance radio stations, TV stations, and the like, even in social media, even through the internet, you know. But I'm talking about people who have no connection and no support and are not run and controlled by the white so-called imposter Jews or the dominant forces of evil, which is the motherfucking cracker. You know, those brothers and sisters, you know. And I have to also give our organization, our movement, credit, because we do a lot of work, and we don't wait around to be recognized to receive pats on the back. Because if I can give another person a pat on the back and I'm doing the same work or more, I can give myself the same. But nevertheless, we're going to play some excerpts of Brother Malcolm X, who was one of the strongest leaders that I have studied, that I have known, you know, in black history today. So let's get down with a little bit of you know, Brother Malcolm, especially the house Negro and the field Negro, because everything that he talks about is relevant today, and you'll see.
One brother here referred to as the house Negro and the field Negro back during slavery. There was two kinds of slaves. There was the house Negro and the field Negro. The house Negro, they lived in the house with master. They dressed pretty good. They ate good because they ate his food, what he left. They lived in the attic or the basement, but still they lived near their master. And they loved their master more than the master loved himself. They would give their life to save their master's house quicker than the master would. The house Negro, if the master said, we got a good house here, the house Negro said, yeah, we got a good house here. Whenever the master said we, he said we. That's how you can tell a house Negro. If the master's house caught on fire, the house Negro would fight harder to put the blaze out than the master would. If the master got sick, the house Negro would say, what's the matter, boss? We sick. We sick.
Steve Harvey, Ray Lewis.
He identified himself with his master more than his
Shaquille
master
O'Neal
identified with himself. And if you came to the house Negro and said, let's run away,
P. Diddy,
let's escape, let's separate, that house Negro would look at you and say, man, you crazy. What you mean separate? Where is there a better house than this? Where can I wear better clothes than this?
Breakfast Club.
Where can I eat better food than this? That was that house Negro.
Vlad.
In those days, he was called a house nigger. And that's what we call him today, because we still got some house niggers running around here. This modern house Negro loves his master. He wants to live near him. He'll pay 3 times as much as the house is worth just to live near his master. And then brag about
Sheriff David Clark
out here.
Jesse Peterson.
I'm the only one on my job.
Conrad Muhammad.
I'm the only one in this school. You nothing but a house Negro. And if someone come to you right now and say, let's
Raven
separate,
Simone.
you say the
Oprah.
same thing that the house Negro said on the plantation. What you mean separate? From America? This good white man? Where you gonna get a better job than you get here? I mean, this is what you say. I ain't left nothing in Africa. That's what you say. Why you left your mind in Africa.
People oftentimes think we're dealing in hate. But first, I would like to congratulate and give praise to the Negro, so-called Negro leaders and so-called Negro organizations. And excuse me if I say so-called, it's hard for me to just outright say Negro when I know what that word Negro really means. The person whom you have come to know as Ronald Stokes, we know him as Brother Ronald, one of the most religious persons who displayed the highest form of morals of any black person anywhere on this earth. And as one of the previous speakers pointed out who knew him, everyone who knew him had to give him credit for being a good man, a clean man, an intelligent man, and an innocent man when he was murdered. The Negro, so-called Negro organizations and leaders should be given great credit for their failure or refusal to let the white man divide them and use them one against the other during this crisis. As Reverend Wilfred Wilson pointed out, I think it was 8 years ago today that the Supreme...
Okay, we're going to go back and listen to some few more excerpts.
Who are you? You don't know. Don't tell me Negro, that's nothing. What were you before the white man named you a Negro? And where were you? And what did you have? What was yours? What language did you speak then? What was your name? It couldn't have been Smith or Jones or Bunch or Powell. That wasn't your name. They don't have those kind of names where you and I came from. No, what was your name? Yes, sir. And why don't you now know what your name was then? Where did it go? Where did you lose it? Who took it? And how did he take it? What tongue did you speak? How did the man take your tongue? Where is your history? How did the man wipe out your history? How did the man, what did the man do to make you as dumb as you are right now?
Yeah, so that was just enough of that for right now. And just to give Brother Malcolm, you know, his due, you know, and just to let us, you know, to let the brothers and sisters know, you know, that it's time for us to begin to collectively work together as a whole, you know. And my thing is, if you know who your enemy is, if you know who your enemy is, I don't give a damn what your belief system really consists of at this point. If you know who your real enemy is, your natural born enemy, and you are willing to work collectively with other people of different trains of thoughts and ideologies and religions, so we can work together for the whole to benefit the nation of us, the black nation, then it's time for us to do that. You know, besides doing this religion bashing, these insidious, idiotic debates, which doesn't you know, nothing is accomplished in a debate, you know. So to see whose belief system is the strongest and see who can more eloquently, verbally intellectualize their belief system more than their so-called opponent, instead of just working together as a whole, as one unit, because that's all we need. We don't need, you know, it's no one leader, you know. We don't need no one leader to lead us to anything when everybody is a leader. Everybody plays an integral part in our liberation, you know. And we have to get out of you know, that superiority among each other. You know, I'm the king of this and I'm the prince of this. You know, I'm the princess of this, and for real, you really aren't nothing. You know, instead of getting in line with the rest of us, and let's march towards freedom, because you can't do nothing single-handedly. Because if that was the case, we would be free. We would be liberated right now. So, you know, for all you who are have that grandiose thinking and that mindset, you know, put that shit in your back pocket and get in line with the rest of us, so we can, you know, move forward towards liberation. And I'll be getting back with y'all. Like I said, I just wanted to, you know, give Brother Malcolm, you know, his just due. To let the ancestors know that, you know, a lot of us haven't forgotten them, and we need them. We need their energy. We need their protection. We still can use their information on a daily and consistent basis. And so I'll be getting back with y'all shortly. And as y'all can hear Public Enemy in the background, the Old Testament Public Enemy, not the New Testament. You know, this is the real Public Enemy. So I'll be getting back with you all shortly. Hotep, Black Power.